In this video, I will share a formula which repeat a task after certain number of days. For example, I have a table currently. I have only one item and those are repeating after every 4 days. If I simply change the 4 to let's say 5, now you can see it's repeating after every 5 days. And not only this, I can easily add multiple tasks. Let's say this task will be repeat after every 7 days. So now you can see it's automatically update the position of task 2. And let's say I'm going to add another task which repeating after every 10 days. Hit enter. So you can see after certain days we have a task 1 and task 3, a task 1 and task 3. Everything is totally dynamic. And I will also show you how to create a similar formula for horizontal data set as well. The first thing I will click on B2, simply type equal. We need to type sequence function. How many rows you want? In this case, I will write 365 rows, close parenthesis, hit enter. The next thing again I will click on B2. I will increase the formula bar width a little bit more. After equal sign, we need to type mode function. Open parenthesis, what is the dividend? This whole sequence function is my dividend. Hit comma, and for the divisor I will simply type to row function. Open parenthesis, what is the array? I will select all of the cycle of repetition along with the blank cell. Hit comma, and for the ignore parameter we need to type 3 since 3 will ignore blanks and error. Simply type 3 close parenthesis for to row function, close parenthesis for mode function, hit enter, and currently we get only one single result. If I click on B2, click on the formula bar, simply type Ctrl Shift Enter, this will apply array formula. Hit enter. Now these are the result we get from the mode function. If you quickly see on the column 1, you can see a 0 is repeating after every 5 days. On the column 2, a 0 is repeating after every 7 days. On the column 3, a 0 is repeating after every 10 days. And if I simply add another task, for example, task 4, and let's say this will repeat after every 3 days, a formula will automatically update. Now the next thing, we need to replace this 0 with the name of the task. I will click on formula. For now, I will remove the array formula. And I will simply type if condition open parenthesis. What is the logical expression? This whole formula result is my logical expression. If this formula result equal to 0, hit comma. In this case, again I will type to row function, open parenthesis, select the list of tasks including blank rows, hit comma. For the ignore parameter, type 3, close parenthesis. If this condition equal to 0, I want to get the result of to row function. Otherwise, I want a null result, close parenthesis. Now this time again I will click Ctrl Shift Enter. This will apply array formula, hit enter, and this is how we get a list of tasks on each and every column. Now the last thing, we need to combine these tasks. Again I will click on B2. In this case, again I will remove the array formula. Now we need to type by row function. Open parenthesis, what is the array? This whole formula result is my array. Hit comma. We need to type lambda function. Open parenthesis. For the name, in this case, I will define, let's say, x, hit comma. And for the formula, we need to type text join function. Open parenthesis. For the delimiter, in this case, I will type quotation mark, space, pipe symbol, space, quotation mark again. You can use any delimiter you want, hit comma. For the ignore parameter, I will simply type true, hit comma. And for the text one, we need to type x. we already defined x as a parameter name. Now simply close parenthesis for text join function, lambda function and by row function, hit enter. Again we are getting nothing. If I click on B2, click on formula bar, simply type Ctrl Shift Enter to apply array formula, hit enter, and this is how we combine the list of tasks based on repetition. Now for example, if I update the 7 to let's say 2, hit enter, each and everything is totally dynamic. Now we have horizontal data sheet and we need to create the same formula. So click on C2 first. Again type sequence function. How many rows you want? In this case, 1 row, hit comma. How many columns you want? Let's say 365. Close parenthesis, hit enter. The next thing, again I will click on C2. We need to type mode function. Open parenthesis. This whole sequence function result is my dividend. On the end, hit comma. And for the divisor, I will select the entire column B. Close parenthesis. Ctrl Shift Enter to apply array formula. Hit enter. And the mode function result a 3 column. And you can see a 0 is repeating after every 4 days. Now the only thing is we need to remove the error and we need to replace the 0 with the name of task. I will click on C2. For now, I will remove the array formula. We need to type if error function first, open parenthesis and simply close parenthesis. After equal sign, I will type if condition again, if open parenthesis, if this whole function result equal to 0, hit comma, then I want the name of task. Otherwise, I want a null result, close parenthesis, and now simply type Ctrl Shift Enter to apply array formula, hit enter, and this is how we repeat each and every task after certain number of days.